Oh man, we are back. All right, so I'm enjoying this new Zamazenta team. It's feeling quite good. We're right now ranked three in the world right now, at three in the planet. I mean, does it really matter how you say it? Yeah, I'm really liking the Zamazenta team. Just the one weakness in it is that it is a bit weak to Urshifu Rapid Strike. I don't have anything that resists water type moves, so that's a little bit of a problem, but not the end of the world. My opponent looks like they're running a Calyrex Ice team, so okay, so this looks actually this looks a little rough because they could just click coaching with Iron Valiant into Cali Ice and then just raise the defense and attack. Uh-oh. All right, let's think this through for a second. If I lead Landorus Zamazenta, that looks fine, but if that's like a Scarf Urshifu Rapid Strike, we could be in a little bit of trouble. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I think we lead Fluttermane Zamazenta, we bring Urshifu just because it has the safety goggles, and then we bring Landorus. The Urshifu will be able to ignore Amoonguss Rage Powder. I think with this lead, would it be enough to KO Entei if my opponent leads it? I think that's a big question. I mean, would my opponent really want to lead Entei, or at least bring it into this match? I feel like if anything, it will be like Cali, Amoonguss, Valiant, and then maybe like the Bolt. So that's what I'm thinking. So we're just going to do this. Yeah, this is a little tricky. The Entei kind of makes this a very awkward matchup because if my opponent didn't have Entei, then I would feel a lot more confident just leading like Zamazenta and then like maybe Landorus, because obviously like even with the Entei, they could just like Terra type it and then get rid of the ground weakness, and then it's like, oh no. But my opponent just leads Valiant and Cali Ice, so that's actually pretty good. Yeah, we could actually just Moonblast this first turn, get rid of Valiant before it sets up a coaching or anything, and then just click Body Press, I think, into Calyrex. I don't think that's like the worst play in the world. The question is, I wonder what the Terra type on this Calyrex is, because if it's Terra Fairy, then that can be a real pain for this team, just because I have Urshifu Dark rather than Urshifu Rapid Strike, so I'm not going to be able to do a whole lot of damage to it, which could be a problem. Is there anything I lose by doing this play? I mean, they could Glacial Lance, but then they don't get up Trick Room, right? Yeah, I feel like this is totally fine. So we should be able to, I think, pull off this play at the very least. And if they do switch out Valiant, then that means they lost their booster energy, and then I'm feeling actually pretty good about that. So yeah, I think this is a good play. You kind of have to, I think, Terra type the Cali Ice here if it is like Terra Fairy, just to resist the Body Press, but my opponent's just going to hard switch out, probably into Amoonguss. I can't read Japanese, what does that say? And it's Amoonguss. All right, look at me, I'm a prophet. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to do like 0 damage to Amoonguss, probably negative 25, but the thing is we have Terra Grass on the Zamazenta, so this isn't the worst thing in the world. Fluttermane's going to obviously go down here, but I still don't feel too bad about this. We could just immediately Terra-type Zamazenta, hard switch in Urshifu, and then Wicked Blow, and then Body Press, and I think that'll be totally fine. As long as it's not Terra Fairy here, then we are looking quite good. But I think if anything, my opponent will probably just Rage Powder, which will be totally fine. I'm completely cool with that, and then we could just Heavy Slam an Iron Valiant if they bring it in, and then I think we're looking okay. Just the one thing that could throw a little bit of a wrench in my plans is if my opponent did bring the Urshifu and it happens to be Urshifu Rapid Strike, then that can be a real pain in the butt. But yeah, this isn't the worst thing in the world. If anything, I think my opponent just Rage Powders here, or like maybe they hard switch, try to Spore, but either way, something's going to be taking a lot of damage here, so that is quite nice, quite good. All right, so let's see. So yeah, my opponent just Rage Powders here, as expected. I mean, I would have done the same thing too if I were them, so yeah, but Body Press and Wicked Blow will be able to kill. This might have been a little bit of a waste of a turn, but I don't know. I felt like this was just like the best option that I had. The thing is also you don't want to take like Rocky Helmet damage from the Amoonguss, because I might be able to play some mind games and make my opponent think I'm like Sash Urshifu, which I'm definitely not. I'm Safety Goggles. So yeah, so what is this? That is Entei. Okay, so that was the thing I was really scared about. Oh, Neptune. I mean, my opponent now knows that I'm Safety Goggles, right? I mean, we could still just double, right? Like, is that not... That still feels like a good play to me. Well, actually, if they bring in the Valiant, then that... Oh, actually, no. That's not the worst. Yeah, we could still do this. This feels fine to me. The worst case scenario is my opponent gets a burn here with Entei. That would be the absolute, like, doomsday scenario. But they didn't, so that's actually pretty good. That was a 50-50 there. Yeah, not the worst for me, so I'm not going to complain. But my opponent does Pollen Puff. I was debating about Sucker Punching there, but I don't know. I was worried like an Extreme Speed would come out. I mean, it was very unlikely, but just in case of that scenario, to me, that felt like the best move for me to make. We're going to just Heavy Slam Iron Valiant here. Maybe Protect Urshifu? Yeah, I think we Protect Urshifu and Heavy Slam Iron Valiant. Most Iron Valiant don't carry Protect of their own. They're usually like Encore Wide Guard, Spirit Break, or like a Moonblast, and then something else. But they usually don't carry like 2 moves, or they don't carry Protect. But we do get rid of it here, so that's pretty good. Oh, that's going to do a lot of damage. Oh, but we live. Zamazenta, the best boy. Oh, man. Yeah, we're just going to Heavy Slam here and Wicked Blow. This feels like the best play to me. So, yeah. All right, so my opponent canceled the match. I think this guy that we just played was ranked, what, 12th in the world or something? So, that's pretty cool. Yeah, Cali Ice, especially next to, like, Entei and Iron Valiant, is kind of... It's a little tricky for my team, even with the Zamazenta, just because the coaching could really become a pain, especially if it's Terra Fairy on the Cali Ice, just because I don't have, like, Behemoth Bash. So, oh, man. Oh, that is sick. That is really cool. Okay, so we're rank 1 in the world. That is awesome. Oh, my goodness. Well, man, it's actually been, like, I think close to a month since I got rank 1. It's been a little while. I've been having, like, kind of a rough Regulation G experience, guys. I've been driving the struggle bus, but, oh, man. Okay. With that being said, let's do the song of the day. So the song of the day will be 21st Century Breakdown by Green Day. Green Day is a very, very good band. I understand that, like, some people have, like, very mixed opinions about them, but I've always kind of liked their music. Especially their, like, American Idiot album, I thought has always been, like, quite good. But, yeah. With that being said, I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you all next time.